Hey everybody, Mike Sullivan with Born to Shine. We're supporting K through 5 kids with their emotional and mental well-being, and I'm blessed and grateful to be here today with West Fresno in Fresno, California. And we just supported their K through 5 students with their SEL skills, social emotional learning, so they can build up their self-esteem, reduce that anxiety, reduce any depression or feelings of sadness or overwhelm, and boost up their self-confidence. And not only to be kind to themselves, but to be kind to each other. And now we're supporting the whole school and the whole community. So the reason I do this is because when I was in 3rd grade, I was severely bullied to the point of having horrible anxiety and depression. And I struggled with OCD and ADD, and no one knew how to work with someone like me. And all the recent studies show that K through 5 kids are really struggling internally. So this is not a job for me, this is my divine purpose. I want to support your kids, build them up so they can become success stories. And that's why I do what I do. So thanks West Fresno for having me. Hey everybody, I'm here with Mr. Labar. He's the principal over at William Finch Charter School in Oreland, California. And we supported their actually K through 5 and 6-8 and the high schoolers as well. If there's another principal, Dan, like you, that may be wondering, is it worth it to bring Born to Shine to our school? What would you say to her or him?
What I would say is the kids need to believe in themselves, and Mike has a way of making them see themselves that way. And even if they don't, right? So he can hold that space for them, give them strategies that they can use that day or the next day or throughout, and even follow-up materials to help the teachers support the message. We even had parents here today getting involved and asking me about follow-up information too, because they were so excited about it.
That's awesome. Thanks, Dan. And Dan had a brilliant idea. So one of the turning feelings of brokenness into beauty through the art form of kintsugi in Japan. And Dan said, well, let's not just talk about it, let's do it. And can we show them this?
Sure.
These are the bowls that their high school students are putting back together. Right? And just the same as how we put ourselves back together, they're putting the bowls back together, and that was Dan's idea. So thanks, Dan.
Yeah, you got it.
1, 2, 3.
We thank you because it means a lot to our kids to have the opportunity to come out and feel free to express their emotions, but we also we get to celebrate sometimes, and celebrate even in learning is what we really focus on. So to hear it in song, to hear about strategies to deal with problems, bullying, how to feel good about themselves, all of that in song, it was marvelous for K-3 kids. So thank you for sponsoring this. We could not have asked for a better assembly today. Kids were engaged, songs they love. Once again, we all remember things because we hear it in song, and that's what he's doing. Thank you.
Awesome. Thanks, Miss Adams.
And here in the state of Florida, we have a big push on resiliency. So the kids learned some strategies that will help them when they go back to the classroom and at home, that will help them be more resilient individuals. So that was awesome.
Thanks so much, Diana.
Thank you. Welcome to Florida.
This is my good friend, Jerry Wolsey. She's an amazing human being. She's a fellow Christian. She was the assistant superintendent at a great school district in Kingman, Arizona. And I was blessed to get to serve Jerry and her amazing little K through 5 rock stars for 3 years. And their mental health funding ran out. I just wanted to connect you with Jerry. And Jerry, thanks for spending some time before your trip to Alaska. What was the experience like? If there is a angel investor or a company that's looking to put their money to something that can make a difference, and if they're wondering, does this make a difference? Does this help kids? And, where would my money be going and how would it help? What would you say to her or him?
I'd say that the programs that Mike brought to our school district, we did four elementaries, and the Born to Shine, the Hero in You, and It's Cool to Be Kind, I think was the third one. Yep. We did all of those, and I appreciated, and so did the teachers and the principals, the long-lasting effect it had. He teaches through songs and through the assembly. He gives students skills on how to cope with different things, whether it's just getting along with your peers or you're in a bad situation. What do you do? He gives them those tools for their toolbox so they can remember that and have an easier time with whatever that happening is. So I would say I appreciated the long lasting effect it did. We could not keep going. Even just this last year, our funding was cut by $740,000 in that area. So it's hard to keep that going year after year. Even if it was every other year, it would be great because the kids and the teachers and the principal, they keep that language going, they keep those ideas going. So if you could do it every year or every other year, it would be great.
I have two really great friends, Wade Calloway and Julie Maupin, and they're in beautiful Groover, Texas. Two really strong Christians, and this is something we're trying to do to support more kids together, and we can share how you can help. But Wade, thanks for being here. Julie, thanks for being here. Can you share, because what you actually shared was so touching to me, about how the Lord spoke to you with the Life's Like a Song and helping the high risk kids. Can you share a little more about that, Julie?
Yes. So I was just navigating the website, and I go into communities and try to help when disaster has hit, just providing hope and assistance. And as I was listening and watching the Life is Like a Song, it just, I don't know, the Lord just was really speaking to me that, what it might look like for these kids that are going through really tough things in life, and how a program like this could impact them. And just it tugged on my heartstrings significantly, and reached out to a friend of mine that had some disasters in life, and I asked them how something like this might have impacted them, and just broke down in tears and said, the entire trajectory of their life might have been changed just by a program like this. And I immediately thought of one of the greatest commandments, that is loving your neighbors. And so the Lord just kind of placed on me that what if perhaps I could gift this Life is Like a Song to some of these kids that are going through disasters, and this be the very thing that shows up and delivers hope and healing and restoration. And it touched me in such a way that I want to send that forward and let the Lord speak to these kids in only the way that He can.
For some donors at an upcoming fundraiser, if they're wondering, is my money going to be put to good use? Is it going to make any difference? Did you see any difference with the students that were there? I guess, what would you share with him or her?
So, investor, if I'm talking to you, investor, what's the return on investment? It's transformative. It's a transformative work. And it's the work that I can't do as a principal. And it's the work that my teachers can't do as teachers, because we have our roles as positions of authority in the school. And I'll put it to you this way. I coached volleyball for many years. And sometimes I go nuts because I'm trying to get the concept into these kids and they're not getting it. The light bulb's not going off. And so I bring in a buddy of mine that I play with. He was the guest coach. And he'd come into the gym and he'd say almost the exact same thing, or show them in almost the exact same way, or demonstrate it, right? And I'm just like, and all of a sudden the kids' light bulbs go bing, 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 bing. And they're like, I get it now. Like, coach, you didn't say it that way. I'm like, you're right. But I just had to get over myself to be like, okay, I'm not the answer to everything. We need
multiple voices. We need multiple ways
Yeah.
for these kids to be able to have that mirror held up to them by someone who cares, whether they're in their life for a short period of time or years. And so if we're talking about investment and maybe you coming back to our school, I mean, how amazing would that be? It literally wasn't a one and done. Like, you're back
Right.
and you get more messages, or you can shore up those messages.
Right.
They can be like, wait, this guy's back again.
Yeah.
I thought this was just like a fluke thing.
Right.
And the principal just wanted to like do a cool assembly. It's like, no,
Yeah.
we really believe this about you.
You were born